Move him forward a touch. Then he can wait. Yeah. Go on, you line up. No, he's not. Ooh. Ow! Did that take her out in one hit? It did, didn't it? Ow! Right, for that. Do one. You damn bleeding right we are. Right, now we're going in hardcore. I'll tell you something, I'm going to be making use of this mark prey thing as much as I can. Never mind, that didn't quite work out. Right. You move. I'm going to risk it. You move down there. And then willpower. So I have plenty of them left. So then it's his. Ouch. His turn beforehand, so. Yeah. Probably not the best thing I've ever done, but I'm going to risk it. And hopefully he'll move up, so. Yes! She can get both of them. Ow! I don't want to do that because he could have gotten it from there. Alright, use up both of them. So that when she has her next attack, you can do as much as possible. Good, he's fine, that's fine. That is absolutely fine. Which one's going to move? Which one is that? How do I actually check which one that is? Him. Wait. Is his turn again already? How much health does she have? 3. How much damage can he do? 12. I need to reduce his strength. I mean big time. So, go this way. You know what's coming now. Target. So that he can't. Good. Now he can't. He won't be able to do it. That's fine. That's fine. That's absolute. That's perfect. That is perfect. Good. Do it. Go on, love. Nice. That's what I'm talking about. Now you can finally get in on the action. Get rid of this chap. Give him a good hiding. Yeah. Want to get rid of him quickly as possible. Just that's pretty much what we're doing now. He's ganging up. Good thing I'd use that then. One down. Nice. On her next turn, she can get both of them. Don't move him next to her. Because then she'll be, you know. Everybody give him a good hiding. Nice. That's what we like to see. Good, he's not moving. Now she can do her thing. Get a picture of that as well, just to show what it looks like. Go on. Do you think, honey? Only one of each, but still. It's one of each. Oh, oh, Rook's down. Right. Whack. Ow! I might not make it. Crap, I might not just going to have to hope she can stay ahead of the game, pretty much. He's going to move, isn't he? Right. That's pretty much what it's going to be here. It's a case of knocking them back as much as possible. Damn it, this is going to be... He is taking a lot of damage. This is getting nasty. Move that way a little bit so he can... Damn it, no. Arses. Arses. I thought that he'd be fine there. Never mind then. Oh well. Damn it. That was my own stupid fault. Crap! I'm not gonna do this. I'm really not. I've had it, haven't I? I'm knackered. No way I can heal up or anything. Shit. Bollocks. I'm not going to survive this. I'm knackered. So it's happened sooner or later, isn't it? Over there. And turn. Dead. Not quite. One more hit and he's dead. It's that simple. Yeah, this guy's gonna come over now, give him a wallop and it's all over. What does that do to me? I'll soon forget this day. I got some renown though. But what use is that to me? My people are dead. -6 peasants. Now what? There were too many of them. You fall to your knees and soon feel someone carrying you, followed by a maddening din, then nothing. When you awake you find yourself amongst a tattered and glassy-eyed handful of survivors. Well, at least we made it. A group has gathered at the rear of the caravan. Oddleaf walks behind a covered figure in the open wagon. Old fool, she says through clenched teeth. I should have stayed with him. The chieftain's death hits you like a blow to the gut. You continue on to Frostveller in silence, Ellet's hand firmly in your own. Well, at least they survived, but damn, that was... Pausing to catch your breath, you glance backward to see the caravan stretched out past the point of safety. They're spaced out so far you're unable to see those bringing up the rear. You've got to pull them together, says Ivor. It'd be dangerous to stop until at least the Godstone. The path should be just ahead. Let's try rallying the caravan. You make your way to the rear and hoist a small child onto your soldiers. Fight for every step. Remember those who didn't make it and push onwards. The clansmen feel your effort and follow suit, pushing themselves harder. +5 renown. -7 peasants. That's some people. It's bound to happen now, but what do you expect? We're under a forced march. Away from... Oh, what the hell is that place? Interesting. I'm going to need to camp soon. So I can upgrade my people, but at least I can promote my pupils. That'll make it easier. Far enough for today, I think. After a day of misery, men and women drop their meagre possessions beneath the Godstone of Fridvalda. What are we doing? We just left our homes because suddenly there were dredge. Chieftain did what I suggested, and look what he got for it. Look at these people. Somebody has to hold them together. That's you, Rook. What do we do if we run into more dredge? You mean when? I'll be honest with you. These men can't take on dredge by themselves. I expect we'll lose 2 for every slag we take down. So we run? Only if you want to lose women and children. We're going to have to fight, and there are going to be deaths. Well, so we're going to lose people anyway. Gods be damned, why is this happening? Think of how I feel. I'm stuck nursing a bunch of weaklings. Oh, yeah, thanks for the sensitivity. You do care. I can tell. Pfft. Men are a plague on the world, worse than any dread, as far as I can tell. Then why are you helping us? Chats like this are why we get along so well, Ivor. Yeah, it's just his way, isn't it? You sleep poorly, the sun forever stuck to an eternally bright sky. Before the others rise, you find yourself staring over long, low hills covered in pine. Oh, down there. As the others rise, you discover that several have died in the night. Maybe from wounds, maybe from exhaustion or lack of medicine. You realise you'll need supplies soon, or this is going to become a daily occurrence. You say a short blessing for their families. Godstone looms overhead. The massive eyes of Fridvalder look in the same direction as you. Inspect the stone. The weather stone doesn't see many visitors. Not much reason to travel so far east. When hunters come through, they sometimes stop to give offerings, out of habit more than anything else now that the gods are dead. Fridvalder was the god of hunters and of wild beasts. I can't speak at the moment. Occasionally seen roaming the land as both man and wolf. He was always depicted in Odin. It's Odin. Depicted in effigy with his terrible... It's Odin. With his terrible spear, the Gunglance. And let me guess, he had an 8-legged horse. You wonder what he'd think about his woods being full of dredge now. A young girl from the caravan approaches you. I made this for you, she says, handing you a crude necklace carved from a branch she must have found nearby. Thank you for saving my mama, she says, before running back to her tent. Back at your tent, you rouse Alette, who clings to your arm until she's completely awake. Bad dreams. Eventually the camp is broken down and it's time to move on to Frostvilla. It feels like an end more than a start. Okay, why isn't the time progressing? And when am I going to get a chance to upgrade my people? Map. Date of supplies. It's laying it on for the fact that I'm dying here, isn't it? Camp. Bet your ass I'm camping. I want to upgrade my people first. I might end up going into combat again, but... Right. I need food. Okay. Bet your ass I'm promoting that. Build higher stats. Increase your item rank. Continue. What's that? Ah. Bjarken rune. That's a crude medallion made from a branch from the trees above the Godstone. Strength which stacks. 10% chance to do 2 times strength damage, +1 armor, +1 strength, +1 willpower. Yeah, you can wear. It's yours after all. Increase strength. Cancel. Oh, it gives you back 1 rather than right. Okay. He can't be promoted yet. She can't. Does she have anything she can equip? 10% chance to do. Just, yep. You can have that. Trigvy's necklace. Rook. Promote Rook. Continue. Confirm. Right, I'm going to keep those points until they're filled it up again. Strong arm. Right. Why is it showing that twice? Must be rank 2 to equip. Right. So he could take 1. Okay. Ah, okay, gotcha. So why is it showing that twice? Items. Ah, right, I see. It's not something you click on then. Oh, the number. Right, gotcha. The number there is the rank needed for it. No, no, no. Minus. I'll give it to. So there are two of them. Don't get it. Don't get it. Oh, no. There we go. Promoted. That's going to make combat at least a little bit easier. Right, unfortunately, we can't afford to dilly-dally, so let's keep going. They're going to have to heal on the march. It's intentionally put us in a very bad position here. The caravan halts when a group of men appear on the trail, weapons at their feet. We've seen the dredge in your wake, says one. We don't wish to meet them alone. If you'll let us join you, we'll show you a watering hole with enough animals to fill those supply wagons. Inherent fear of strangers raises mutters from the caravan. Question them. We were hunting here for food when the dredge found our village, says the man. When we returned, it was away, unable to finish. I'm going to risk it. If you'll be no trouble, come along, you say. The men cautiously join your ranks and prove trustworthy. The hidden watering hole nearby is teeming with animals, and soon your supplies are nicely restocked. Right, plus 12 fighters, plus 5 renown, plus 18 supplies. Right, rest. How long do my heroes wait? They're not out of it. Right, huh. Still gonna rest a day. See what happens. Let's rest up. Yeah. And I want to look at Alette because she should. No, they're still staying the same. But that does make the banner longer. So the needle, 1 of 3, cancel. How do I increase that one? No, it doesn't seem that way. What is that? Break is the amount of direct damage you can naturally do to an enemy's armor. Right. Wait. That's her current. Those are her current maximums, aren't they? Gotcha. I'm going to increase that. Confirm. He can take... Yeah, I get it now. Plus exertion is the amount of willpower you can use on any given action. Now I get it. Now I get it. Right. Currently has 9 and 10. I wonder how I put points into that. I'm going to increase his willpower actually. Because... Okay, it doesn't do anything. I'm going to increase his willpower actually because I can make use of his ability is the really good one. Because I just wasted a day basically. But he's the one that has the mark prey, which yeah, I'm going to be making a lot of use of. During a rest, one of the men gets too drunk and ends up splashing mead in a warrior's face. A brawl erupts. Many thrown fists and a broken bone later. The instigator, Ramsvar, is tossed on the ground at your feet. Angry clansman looking for satisfaction. His personal defense is little more than drooling mumbles. Encourage the others to let the issue drop. This is not the time. We're all on edge, you reply to the crowd. Does anyone here not deserve a strong drink right now? Let him walk it off. The caravan mutters a lukewarm agreement and gets ready to travel again. Could have gone worse, do you think? Yeah, I don't... It's not the best thing for him to do, but, you know. Caravan is visibly relieved to find a small village on the way to Frostvilla, with beds and fresh supplies. The locals here are shocked by the news you bring and discuss it amongst themselves while you set up nearby. Right. Man, this is getting intense. Right. Let's go to the market. Total available 14. Renown gets 1. Supplies. Yeah, we need more supplies. Let's take it up to 6. In fact, no. That's the maximum available. Right, okay. Not going to be able to take any of them. Confirm. Supplies available 0. Okay. Heroes are fine. Don't need to rest anybody. Save. Let's do one. Let's make a move, chaps. Right now the game's starting to kick in. You're only just outside the village when 2 men in red approach. My name is Hogan, says one, gesturing to the other. My brother is Mogan. Many from the village wish to join you to Frostvilla. A third man, exuding rage, charges up to the group. Shut your mouth, Hogan, he screams. We're going to have to do battle. What's going on? These bastards don't speak for us. They've been trying to divide the village since you got here. True, you can keep whoever wants to stay and die. The rest of us will go with the reasonable people of Saga. I'll have you both gutted before I let half the village desert. That was desert, by the way. Behind the angry villager, a mob of armed thugs have appeared, all furrowed brows and nervous stares. You both know what will happen to the rest of us if the fields are abandoned. Nobody leaves. Yeah, pretty much it. There won't be anything to tend. Dredge my arse. I don't know what the scam is this time, Hogan, but you got 2 choices. Get back to work, or I'm finally putting you in the ground. Mogan, what do you say? I thought it was unfair that he only asked me. Mogan draws his axe slowly, followed by Hogan. Despite their confidence, the brothers are significantly outnumbered. I think I make a poor farmer. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to let them lynch 2 people who are trying to be sensible. Let's make this a fair fight. Ivor steps forward. The thugs hesitate. As you pull your axe, you notice that Alette is nowhere to be seen. Interesting. Convenient, but interesting. Makes sense. Hogan and Mogan, they look identical. Well, they're identical twins, so, you know, makes sense. How do I know they're identical twins? Because they're brothers and they look exactly the same. Those identical twins, duh. Right, you go there for a moment. You go there. You go there. You stay there. You go there. You go. You go there. And you go there. Ready. Huh. Useful. Go charging straight in, my boy! No, I'm not going to mark prey yet. Oh yeah, of course, he has... But then again, he needs to be up close, doesn't he, too? do the thingy bob, so bump. Ooh. Ow. That's gonna cost me a willpower, isn't it? So to go and then give him a good hiding. Thump. Right. He can attack diagonally, so... And they should reinforce each other, right? By standing next to each other? That's how it works? No. I'll save my willpower for now. Did it leave? Oddly flown. She's almost dead! Already! Put that there. Oh, there's a charge thing. Right. And then you go over there. Bloody flail. 4 attacks at 1 strength or arm each. Last hit adds +1 for each adjacent ally or may miss. Go for it. That'll be that one. Yeah, I've seen that before. Nah, never mind. Did some damage to it. Right, is he going to have the same thing by any chance? Go there. Yep, bloody flail. +1 for every... Deflect. Nah. Next turn he's gonna stop there and we're gonna mark prey. Yeah, come here. You're going down, boy. Well, I don't know about going down, but you're taking a few thwacks to the face, that's for sure. That's for true. No, not there. There I want you to go. Go back her up. Yeah. Ah, he ran onto it. Pillock. Good. And then do it again right next to him. Yep. Okay, they're all going after him. That makes sense. They'd be going after their former brethren. Right. Give him another good hiding. Nice. Okay. 5. He's going down this turn. Yep, he's going down this turn. Have it. So she, bugger. And so's he. Ball bags. Right, I'm just going to start giving a good walloping now. Ow. Ow. That was painful. Right. Come here, you. You. Do one. Ouch. No. I'll do bloody flail again. Seems to make more sense. Yeah, good. Don't know if I'm going to make it out of this one, to be honest. I might not do it. 2, 8, and no. Let's do the bloody flail. I'm going to be spamming their special abilities at this point, I think. About the only way I'm going to survive. Notice they look the same as well. Right. Start moving him forwards. Right, he has enough for now, but yeah, let's give him a good walloping. There we go. They are starting to do a bit more. Wait, he's dead? Oh. Not good. Right, in that case, give you a good whack. Do one. They're backing each other up. Don't worry about him for the moment. Let's go and start giving these guys a good walloping. Yeah, gets rid of him. That's useful. That is very useful, in fact. So I can kill him now. Have it. And if I can move him to there, and I can give him a good hiding. Gets him out of the way, but also reduces both of them. There we go. Came in useful, didn't it? Right. You, matey, need a good walloping. So let's give him one of them, because I have a few spare thingy bobs from the harm. Now, we might be alright here after all. We might just do this. Mark target. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Know what I'm doing next turn. Right, he's doing the same thing. Right, but we kind of have an advantage here because they're all backed up into each other and what have you. Knock him for 6. They're backing each other up, but that's fine. Right, now it's time to start just giving them a good walloping. Whack. Starting to look a little bit better. Starting to look a bit better. No, save that. I should be able to... Yeah, I'll use that. Because I'm getting some more horns. Right. Oh! Balls. Have it. This is getting tough. Getting very tough indeed. But he's going down. It's 2 against 2. Might still pull through on this one. Might just make it after all. Here's one of them. And put an extra one in just to make absolutely certain. Oh, he has 7. I thought he had 4. Okay. 5, 8. How much can I do to him? It's 5. You can use 2, yeah. 7. Right, we're going to do this. We are going to do this after all. Right, how much health does he have? Don't know, let's give him a good wallop. There we go. Now let's give him a good wallop. Now we go into pillage mode. Okay, he's going to get a hit, but we're then going to kick the living crap out of him. Right, go on over there, so that he can come in more easily. Give him a good whack in the face, and then he can finish off. Yeah, we did okay. We did okay in the end. I think this went pretty well. And just for shits and giggles, let's finish him off with one of them. Dum, 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 thwack. Oh! Oh! Well then! Stab! Victory! Your renown grows. Ah, I can promote Mogan already. And Rook. How much renown do I get for that? I get renown for killing a bunch of villagers that were being plebs. Why is that gone up there? The brothers thank you with wide grins. Soon many of the villagers have joined your caravan. You scan around anxiously for Alette, who had gone missing when the fighting began. Eventually you find her watching from afar. Hogan returns at that moment, introducing you to his son and wife, and you set out again. You soon set out again. 165 peasants, 22 fighters, 10 renown, 30 supplies. Nice. Let marches quietly alongside the caravan, a little distance since leaving the village. When you stop for a rest, Oddleif approaches you both. Alette, I have something for you. Oddleif has gathered up the long banner from the caravan and smiles warmly as she passes it to Alette. What's this about? I was hoping you'd sew up the banner with everything that has happened since you left Skoga. Right, come find me another time, Rook, and we'll talk. Before you can comment, she departs. Dad, are you the chieftain now? Looks that way. Oh, then that means... They're both quiet for a moment while Alette unfurls the banner. Oddleif has been teaching me how to sew. She speaks pretty highly of you. Can we read the part about Mum? You nod. On the banner has been sewn the story of the families who have lived in Skoga throughout the years, just as is done on every banner in every town. I wish she were here, but I'm kind of glad she isn't. The section of banner about your family is short, but Alette has been sewing in colourful designs. Why do you say that? Well, duh! So she doesn't have to deal with all of this, Dredge, leaving home and... Why did you have to kill those men in the village? I mean, if it's okay to ask. You know, this actually mirrors a conversation I've had with my real life daughter, who also has red hair as it happens. I had to make a hard choice is the easy answer. I am more worried about why she disappeared, but she deserves to know they would have killed other people. They were going to kill the brothers. But how do you know which ones are bad? You don't. Because the Dredge are terrifying. Every time we have to fight them, I just want to run, but I don't want to kill a person. Please. Are you mad at me? No, of course not. Glad you don't want to. Alette smiles at this, then her face sinks again. I guess I would do it if I really had to, but do we have to? I know what you mean. Yeah, I know, Dad. I don't know what the Old Norse word is for father, actually. I do. In fact, I do. Just can't remember off the top of my head because I always think of Odin as the Allfather, but I did learn the Old Norse for it. I think you're doing a good job. She hugs you. You spend the rest of your time together sewing new verses into the banner. For better or worse, the story of Skoga is your burden now. Why are we going back to Udin, whatever the hell his name was? Oh, well, there's all that. Right, level up. Injured. Promote! Build higher stats, improve your ability, increase your item rank. Nice. Yes, I'm sure. I am definitely sure. That's gone up by... There you go. No. Let's increase that. Increase his defense. Anyone else I can level up? Mogan. Oh, I can promote Mogan, which is going to cost 5. Yeah, I can't. It's. I don't know. I think it does both of them, I guess. Yeah, must do. Increase his thingy up because his skill is nice. Alright. Bjarkan rune. Okay. either. We don't have any more items, do we? Trigvi, I don't like him all that much, you know, to be honest. I believe he's cool. Hogan. Where? What about? Where's the let? There she is. Right. This is where it'll let me set up my default units, isn't it? Right. Obviously, I like Oddleif. She's kind of cool, but she seriously needs to level up a bit. I'll take one of the brothers. That makes sense to me. And I'll take him. Yeah. That was good. And I'll actually rest up a day. So that they're all fighting fit. How are you doing, Odd? I'm alright. Not at first. Sometimes when a loved one dies, people say it doesn't sink in for a while. It sunk in for me right away. Please tell me I'm a strong woman. It's funny. My father named me Oddleif before I was even born. He wanted a boy so badly. Yeah, Leaf is a traditionally male name, by the way. Strong woman. What does that even mean? It means you're going to be okay. I never really cared for that expression either. If I feel nothing about my husband dying, people think I'm strong. If I cry because my insides feel like they're on fire, I'm weak. No, you are definitely not. Why does that feel so backwards? Because it is backwards. I'm sorry, Rook. It's been hard. I'm not sure what to say. In the many years you've known the chieftain's wife, this is probably the most you've ever talked. You asked me to come find you? Yes, it's about the banner. I thought about it a long time. He asked me to give it to you, you know, if something happened. Why me? What would you have done? That's what I've been thinking about so much. It should be mine. I could carry it, but I thought about why he named you. I get it. They won't follow a woman. Families would leave. That is wrong. That is just flat out wrong. That we didn't have that kind of gender divide. Thank you very much. Women were just as likely to be leaders as men. Men generally did the leading because men wanted to. Women were generally more satisfied with not going hunting after pointless promotions and stuff. But it was just as likely that you'd follow a woman. If a woman wanted to lead, a woman was the most skilled, you would follow her. Anyway, families would leave, our banner would be divided. I get it, they won't follow. Alright. I think they would follow you, actually, yeah. Come on, Rock, this isn't the time for pretend. I'm not pretending. It's not just about our small town. What happens the first time we need something from another clan? How will that go? And the first time someone thinks they can take advantage of us. I think this is what has to happen. Well, I'll do my best. I think so too. Listen, I know I dragged this out. The truth is my husband and I could never have a child. I don't want our banner to end here. It'll be safe with you in a lap. I know you're going to take care of her. She puts her hand on your shoulder as she heads back to the camp. Oh, I got some more renown for that. Cool. So basically I promoted that guy for free. Anyway, I'll be right back. I need to, go to the little boy's room. Bugger. I clicked rest as I was coming back, so means all my people are good now at least. Right, that means everybody's recovered. Yep, means everybody is recovered. Ah, that little circle thing there means that they have items. Very zigzags. Pardon me. Yeah, I just had my landlord on the phone as well, being a pleb. Again. So, let's have a look at the map. Because, where's Ubin? Whatever his name is. I'm guessing what's going to happen is that they're going to meet up. And go from there. But yeah, Frost Villa, that is actually where the thingy bob, this build pretty much ends as far as I'm aware. Actually, let's get a picture of it like that instead. The Wormscale Mountains, the land's longest range of mountains. It has observed blah blah blah. Right, let's get on with this. Finish off. Let's go finish the rest of it. See what's up next. We're almost at Frostvilla. A small split in the trail, a few fighters stop to speak with you, each carrying a single pack. You recognise this place, one man says. Spent several years here with some kin. If they're still around, you have to warn them of what's coming. With luck, we'll find you again in less than a week. Wish the fighters well, send them off with extra supplies, remind everyone that they're free to do as they please. You think you'll survive out there on your own, or tell them they're needed here. If that's all you're taking, you may never make it, you say. Grabbing a few items from a supply wagon, you strap the additional provisions to their backs. Search for family instead of food, you say with a smile. The men clasp wrists with you before departing. -8 fighters, -3 supplies. Guess what? Plus 10 renown. I knew that was coming. I didn't know it would be that much, but I knew we'd be getting renown from it. Complaints of Raffensvarter's excessive drinking in camp have resurfaced. This time the man stumbled over some tent ropes, pulled the snag canvas through a campfire and nearly setting up a supply wagon aflame. Clansmen put out the fire on both the wagon and Ransvetter's leg before leading him to you. Yeah, this man drinks nothing but water from now on. Rastafar groggily agrees, slurring his way through promises to quit being such a nuisance, or as we like to call him, a very technical term for this, an arsehole. Many of the onlookers snort or roll their eyes, but go back to their business. Somehow you doubt it'll be long before Ransvetter manages to find another drink, whether you allow it or not. But we can't afford to lose people. We need everyone we can get. Dredge! Shouts a man from the back of the caravan. It's Ransvetter, the unabashed drunk, staggering toward you, looking not entirely sober. He screams again, pointing to trees in the distance. Fear races through the caravan as fighters pull their weapons. Scouts return with no sightings and furious men surround Ransvetter. He's making it really difficult to stand up for him. Ready yourselves. There'll be time for that later, you tell the men. For now, we take no chances. A full day of uneasy rest passes with no sign of Dredge. The caravan is annoyed by the scare and the delay. Eventually, Ransvetter bursts into laughter, and you're sure there never were any Dredge. Not long after, Ransvetter goes missing. Nobody searches for him or seems to mind. I still feel like we did the right thing. I just couldn't bring myself to just abandon people. It's just not in my nature. You know? He may be an arse, but he's still a living human soul, so to speak. Surprisingly light on combat here. I find that interesting. Because according to the email we got from the devs, this is pretty much where this version of the game ends. You jostle through fellow crowds of sunken faces who appear as though they've been freezing in front of Frostvilla for days. The gates are closed. You come to a stop at the bottom of the hill. Is that like their way of saying, this is not looking good? Why are there so many people in the fields? You can't stay outside in the open like this. Oddly finds you amongst the many refugees and just teleports into existence while she's at it. Rook. And then Alette just teleports in as well. Rook, I just talked to some of the women here. Nobody is being let into the city. Why? It's overrun with Val from Blotsbalka, Greyhorn, people from Bitra, all the nearby villages. The Dredge are everywhere. And the chieftain of Frostville has locked himself in his great hall. That's when they close the gates. When the Dredge come, these hills will turn red. We have to get in there. We're getting in the walls somehow. I want to know more about what's going on in there. Let's wait for now and see what happens. Where else would we go? I don't know what to do. I want to know more about what's going on in there. I see a lot of people gathered around the rest houses and the gates. We could find out what they know. How would we get in anyway? They closed the gate. I can get that gate open. Let's see if there's any other way before we start breaking down gates. Yeah, we might need the defences. I wasn't going to break it, just push really hard. I like that guy. There's a market. Okay, let's go to the market. Yeah. Now, let's get up to 5 days worth of supplies. Right, 7 days worth of supplies. Isla's Rift. Attacks are never deflected. Nice. +1 willpower. Killing blow reduces strength to +1 armor. 1 renown gets 3. Oh, I see. Right, well, we'll have that for now then. I'll save the rest of the renown. Don't need to go for the heroes, don't need to rest. Let's go to the gate and see what's going on. You approach the gate where hundreds of people have gathered. In the trodden, bloody space in front of the doors, several pincushion bodies lie unclaimed, as though they simply belonged there. Nice. Archers up on the walls make it clear that nobody will be getting in. Men and women below intentionally call for mercy and reason when they're not flinging stones and curses. Find out more from the crowd. You spend an hour talking to different people who all have the same story. A couple of days ago, the chieftain shut himself in, closed the gates and refused any more refugees. They've got huge stores of supplies in there too, that's one man. They're just hoarding them. We're from Saga. Open the gates, you shout to the archers, not expecting much. You get as much response as you expected. It was worth a try. Ivor, did you really expect to push these gates open? I'm going to try, runs Ivor. Despite sizing up doors, they look like they could hold back. Despite sizing up doors that look like they could hold back an army. And when men start shooting arrows and pouring out to stop you, then you kill them, he says. You're not sure this is the most sound plan. No, we're not doing this. This is a terrible idea, you say. We don't even know how many are in there. Ivor folds his arms. He seems almost relieved that he didn't have to live up to his earlier boast. Leave the gates and try something else. Leave the crowds and head back down the hill. There are a lot of people gathered around the rest houses, says Oddleif, pointing. Maybe we can find help there, or at least make ourselves useful. Right, I already wanted to... I was looking for that, though. The option wasn't available. I suppose I had to go and see the gates first. Which outhouses? Does she mean... map, day of supplies, normal morale, renown. Does she mean this area? You spend a whole day at the rest houses, everyone gives you the same story. The chieftain just shut himself in his great hall and closed the gates. There are a lot of wounded people here, so I'd like we could help them. The rest house is overflowing with refugees, the sick and wounded and noise. Tend to the wounded. Life and Oddleif spend the day along. And with us in your caravan treating wounds, most of which came from the archers at the gates. I overheard from one woman that the city has been sending carts with food around, Oddleif tells you. Could be a way in, Ivor replies. Next time they send a cart, we bring it back in, Oddleif protests. Aside from leading to a fight, it would probably mean no more food for the refugees. We'll wait and confront them for now. Keep your sword down until we need it, you tell Ivor. We'll make a deal unless they're looking for a fight. Early the next day you spot another cart leaving the gate of the city. After they've thrown their scraps to the refugees, you approach. At least they are giving food. I'll give them that much. Stop. My friend wanted to talk with you. It's not what I wanted. I think I can guess why. If we knew there were more fighters and Val out here, Ekel might have brought you in the city. Who's Ekel? He's in charge up there. In charge of what? Better let him explain. Fine. He nods, you follow him back up to the gates, where they open the doors for you. A man clad in black approaches as you step inside. Alright, let's see what this guy has to say for himself. The hell is with that face? What in the depths is this? That's like Cletus Cassidy. The man orders his guards to get the doors closed again before more refugees notice. You said you wanted fighters. You've heard about the chieftain? We heard he's hiding out in the Great Hall. Oh, really? Think you mean hiding out in a grave? He's eating worms, if that wasn't clear. What happened in here? As soon as they heard Dredge were coming, anyone who couldn't swing an axe got one to the head. That's a short story, anyway. At least 3 clans in here warring over turf and food, and the worst are the godforsaken Varl. He eyes Ivor and shrugs with exaggeration as if simply stating the obvious. We're in more dangers here and then out there. Look, I was in charge here before things went to crap. You've got some people who can fight, you've got your own Varl, that counts for something. I can keep your flock safe in the Great Hall. You fight for me, and to take back Frostfella. I don't take sides. Too hard to tell when the good guys have become the bad. Fine. Cut these sheep loose and watch your own asses. What do I care? All I want to do right now is get out of these damn streets. Think carefully about what you want. We'll join you. For now. Good, because whatever else you were thinking would have been a bad idea. Eccles shouts to his men, and with the gates closed, you follow him down obscured alleys. Hope we know what we're doing. Making it up as we go, Ivor. Chapter 3. Little did they sleep. We're going back to... Yeah, we're going back to the thingy we're doing now, aren't we? Ubin? Is it Udin, not Ubin? No, that's, Moga, was it? Yeah, Moga. Hey, Con, we're back. I was able to get about as many warriors from Strand as you wanted. More weapons, extra supplies too. Good enough, much resistance from the governor. Some. I don't think he was happy about us buying his fighters using his own money. He also insisted we take on a lackey of his to watch over his property. A man named Eirik. Oh, God. Eirik? I met him. He seemed competent enough. Regardless, the governor will have to get over it unless he wants Dredge crawling through his streets. We've put down every slag that has wandered through here while you were gone. Enough flapping of mouths, then. You're sure that wound has healed, Ludin? I agree. Enough has already gone wrong. If something happens to the prince on a mission of peace, the alliance would rot. Or worse. It's Ubin, alright. Wagner's dead. There's no reason to stay. What do you expect me to do? Go back to my father and tell him one Varl died so the alliance is over? He has a point. As Wagner's Kendi, you have the same responsibilities. Hakon? We would only be made to do this again later, and I will not suffer it all a second time. Either take us through the wandering road, or do your job and slaughter some Dredge. Udin turns abruptly with a scowl. He stands back to his ring of tents and follows. Wandering road's not an option with this many. I could crush that boy's skull with one hand. If Ludin won't be deterred, you'll have to deal with it. Don't let Ludin get to you. Let's go. I'm sick of looking at this dump. What do I tell the warriors, Hakon? Tell them we don't stop until Schlid is retaken. Tell them to be cautious, no more losses. Will do. Give the word and we'll set off. Okay, Frostfella obviously isn't where it ends then. So how much is left? Look at the size of that banner. Right. Is anyone promotable? Nope, nope. Oh, yep. Gunnulf can be promoted. Promote! Yes. Yes. And I will increase his shieldy stuffs. What about Eirik? I thought so. Eirik can be promoted. Confirm. Increase his as well. Confirm. Do I have any items? I don't, do I? Right. Put him in there. Put him in there. It just makes it easier. So they're all I have at the moment. Right. Okay. Ready to go. Leave. Map. Rest. Like 8 billion people down there. Right, let's go talk to Moga. Oh, it's Hakon. I'd ask how you're dealing with Wagner's death, but I already know the answer. Do you? Oh, it is Moga then. Steady old Moga, which is good. I know most of these Val, but they're not under my command. They came to follow Wagner. Tell you the truth, I wouldn't want to be in your position either. Anything you can tell me about the caravan? Haven't you ever wanted to be in command? You think we're walking into a death trap? Haven't you ever wanted to be in command? More than I am. Any more rope and I'd hang myself. I doubt that. I forgot, you weren't around back then. At one point I had more rope. I hanged myself. So no, I'm not interested in command. It's all yours. Thanks. Anything you can tell me about the caravan? Throw together this many Val, half of them want to hit each other, the rest want to be left alone. Anyone I should keep an eye on? There are a couple of clan leaders trying to show off for each other. Not a big deal. I've got it under control. The fighters we just got from Strand aren't bad, but they're unruly. Give it a few days. And there are a few moaning about fighting for you instead of Wagner. Those are the ones to worry about. What about Ludin's men? They don't want to hear anything from me, I know that. Any problems? Could be. Ludin's pet Val is named Bercy. I'm not sure where he came from or what his deal is. Bastard knows how to fight, but there's something I don't like about him. His girl in red is scary too. Ursa. She's probably the best fighter Ludin's got, to be honest. I've overheard some of the Val call her the Witch. Why? The flaming arrows, I think. It's a good trick, but the fire upsets our Val more than the dredge. Still doesn't make much sense. Witch? They're not scholars, Hakon. I think they're mostly just afraid of her. That makes more sense. Don't let her find out. You think we're walking into a death trap? This many Val? No, we should be alright. Things could get rough though. I don't like being the one to send Val to their deaths. I like worrying about myself, and that's the extent of it. Who would have expected Wagner to drop like that to a couple of slag? I'm still wondering what happened. He had hundreds of dead slag to his name. I don't get it. Just happens sometimes. No big moment. I'm sure it surprised him even more than us. Although I have to wonder. Never mind. Foreshadowing. Anyway, I'll worry about the warriors. You worry about not doing something stupid. That's asking a lot. At least he knows. Let me know if you need anything else. I will. Oh, this is so Norse. Seriously, this is just okay. This is just what we're like. You knew him well, didn't you? Ah, last poor Horatio. Ah, last poor Yorick. I knew him well, Horatio. Wagner? No. Well, I don't know. I remember him. Always rushing around with some important business, but I never knew him. Never got a chance to talk much. Longer than I did, in any case. I suppose so. When he spoke, Val listened. I knew that. I could use help there. The Scrivener leans back, considering the sentiment. So I'm not playing as Ubin anymore. I've seen worse. They respect you for your ability to swing an axe. They need to respect you for your actions. Well, swinging an axe is an action, you know? Swing. It's a verb. It's doing an action. But you're not talking to the right Val. Morga's got some skills there. Most I can do is hold a quill. What are you always putting down in that journal? How do you mean? What do I write? I write what happens. They've got a banner in Aberrang for that, you know. You mean the long banner? Yes, the Menders wove up something that writes its own history. You want my opinion? I don't trust it. No? It tells a broad story. I think there's some value in the narrow. Whose story does it write? Mine? Theirs? Ludin's? Gods forbid. Ha, you relic. The gods have been dead a long time. Oh, have they? Old habits, I suppose. I heard you were a terror in your day. Do you know how old I am? Dare I ask? I'm competing, you know. Nobody knows how old we Val can get. Naturally. There's one by the name of Snorri. He's got a few years on me. Just hunkers in Grotham collecting rhyme. Bastard might actually beat me. Another one named Krumer is close, I think, but the adult son of a bitch still welcomes a fight. He'll probably be off before I am. Although, the Scrivener gestures around him as if to remind you of the current situation. You chuckle. Anyway, point is, what difference does it make? I'm just a delivery bairn for Joranda now. That's a Norwegian. That's Norwegian. That's a Scottish word. It means child. Can't remember half what I've done. Hence the journal. Hence, don't get fancy on my behalf, Hakon. Okay, I won't. And you consider what to say next. What do you suppose happened to the sun? God, how should I know? Never seen something like this before. Are you worried? Some of the Val in the caravan think the world's coming to an end. Others think it's the best thing that could happen. No more black months. I'll take it, if it's the end. I'm ready. What about the rest of us? To the depths of you. Ha! Get some rest. There's always marching to be done. I've hooved more hills than a hosebarn with a grudge. Don't worry about me. Yep. Pardon me. What's hosebarn, not horsebarn? I don't know. Right, let's move out. We have like 2 months worth of supplies, so we're not going to be having much trouble. Almost 3 months. Look at that, says Mogra. In the hills, more dredge. No more than a dozen, though. We could just as easily pass by as rush up there to slaughter them. Ludin overhears. There's no dredge heading towards Strand, he says. You ask him when he started to care about Strand. I don't, he replies. I thought you did. Moga sent some warriors. Deal with it ourselves. I haven't had a combat for a while, so the caravan stops and waits while you lead a small detachment up the hillside to take care of the dredge quickly. You tell Ludin to stop by the caravan. He folds his arms and mutters something about being treated like a child. You do realise that you're like half the size of us, don't you? You great dozy penis. Besides, you're coming along anyway. What a douche. So is this actually telling 2 interlocking stories? Are they going to meet up at some point, or is it just like 2 halves of the same? Oh, well, put you there, and put you there, and put you there, and you there. Right. Just yeah. Deal with that one first. Right, which one's going first? Oh. Sundering impact. 100% chance to hit, +1 strength, +1 break to target, +1 break to heavy impact. I'll just do a regular attack for now. Oh, he's not close by. Right, right, which one is... Oh, it's him first. Then that one. Right, okay. Move one over. Go there. Give it a good thwack. Yeah, reduce that a bit. And they should be able to do some decent damage to it. Right, who's up next? Chappy there. Right, what's his one again? Bring the pain. Break damage to target, +1 to return to favour for the next round. Right, let's see how much I can actually do to him. 2 and 1. No, let's do bring the pain. Thump. Ah, he did one. Right, and what's his? Tempest. Does he count? No, it doesn't do diagonal. If I move one forward, it get both of them. So, yeah, move one forward. Do. Tempest. Nice. Good hard hit there. Right, what's his attack range? What's his attack range? I think he can attack from... Yeah, he can attack from a extra thingy bob, can't he? Right, what was his again? Rally. Ah, it gives extra willpower, right. Oh. No, I'll do 3. Should think. 1, 2. Yeah. We are a bit outnumbered here. Right, can he reach that one? No, he can't. But if he moves to there, can he? Let's find out. Yes, he can. Yeah, let's do 4. I should be able to take him out the next time it's one of mine. Like right now, for example. Right, if I hit him, plenty. In that case, let's move him up there. What was his thing he went? Sundering Impact. Yeah, just do a regular hit for now. And Gunnulf gets his spin on the next one, he'll be able to take him down. When is Gunnulf? Coming up soon, isn't he? Oh, this guy can kill him. What's his face? Moga. Oh no. He's Gunnulf up next. He's getting a bit dead. Start there. That. And then go... Slice! Oh. It got one of them at least. Yeah. Igil can take that guy out. 1, 2. Dead. Not sure how we'll manage this, to be honest. Great morale plus 2 willpower. Right. Just move to there for now. What's his thing you up? Impale. That's the one that... Right. Okay. Who's up next? It's one of them that hasn't moved yet, isn't it? Gunnulf's gonna go down, isn't he? Chap. Give him a good hiding. Give him a good thwack. If Gunnulf's going down, which he is, any minute now. Right, who's up next? That one. Then it's Gunnulf. Then that one. Actually, we might just be alright here. Can he? Yep, he can do. Right. Take that one out. Then Gunnulf's up next. And he can do another one of his Tempests. Oh, he still has 6. I thought he was like running really low. Slice! 1 each. Did knock the guy back, so that's something. Oh, he's dead. Nice. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Right. You can give 1 willpower to Gunnulf, who's going to need it. He's going to be pretty much doing his big swing thing constantly. I wonder if I'll get anybody later who has an ability to, you know, thingy-mabob. Heal. Be useful. Anyway, let's give that dude a whack, because next time he moves he's going to take some damage. Gunnulf is taking a hell of a beating here. But I'll tell you something. These guys are going to be taking some too. And then Moga's up next. Is he going to make it? I don't know if he is, to be perfectly honest. Well, we set him over there. Who's up next? Which is that one? That's alright then. One of them will actually survive. Another turn. Bring the pain. And then Gunnulf can do another one of his attacks. That one. It's going to be he might even take. No, he's only going to do one each here, isn't he? But he is doing damage to him, so. Nice. Oh, nice! He might be going down, but he did some bleeding damage on the way. Right, take that guy. Another one down. Right, we've cleared what? A few of them, anyway. Now it's time to start doing some serious damage. Now it's time to just start wailing on these guys. Do one. Have it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've taken 5 out of 7, so we're doing pretty good here, I'd say. Sundering impact. Some good stuff. Yeah, let's do that more often. Right, send him up there. What's his special? Bring the pain. +1 to return the favour. Yeah. Ow. Right, he's not going to be doing any. Well, that one's going down. Die. Don't miss. Right, good. I didn't think he would with a 90%. Okay. Right, who's up next? That one. Then that one. Hit him again. Is that it? That means next time he moves, he's pretty much dead, isn't he? Yeah, this chap can do his Sundering Impact to that one. Because that did damage and then damage the ones nearby as well. Yeah, didn't it? There we go. That's what we wanted to see. Just stay there. Is that it? Give him a good hiding. Hang on. Can he do 2 at once? Yes, he can. Good. Oh, I see. You don't have to click each one. You can just do things. There we go. There's another one down. Right, this is looking a lot more favourable for me now, isn't it? A lot more favourable. We've taken him down from 12 to 5. And we've only lost 1 man so far. Impale. Right. Let's get rid of that. Bonk. So that next time I start hitting them, oh good! He can do some serious damage. Let's go with that one, I guess. It's going to do damage to the one next to him anyway. I'll take him one at a time. Take a good hit. Give him a good whack. He's going down soon. Good, no deflection. Right, we can do some decent damage to him now. Next time it's his go, he can kill him. Deflection. Move him to there because he can attack at range and do enough to kill him. Just gives us another horn. Boom. Dum 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 thump. Should be alright here. So he's going down again. And it's gonna be one of them. That's it. Then we should be able to take one of them down. Fairly easy. 3. Is it exertion 2? Yes it is. Right, good. Didn't really need that much. He's going up next. He's going to take a hit. He's going to deflect it. Good. Right, now we're going into pillage mode. Yeah, now we're getting the hang of this. Now we are cooking with gas. Have it. Do one. Right, it's his go, but you've had it now, mate. You've had it. You're getting hammered. 20%. Sod it. Meh. You go and wait there. Turn. Yes. You go there. Wallop. You go there. And sod it. Wallop. You'll go. Fine. But after this you're dead. So, you know, not going to do you any good. Thump. And just because I'm feeling particularly sadistic, so looting can actually get some EXP. 8. Okay. Just to be extra sadistic, because I had the spare willpower. There we go. Taking a good hiding, that chap. Oh, I was going to get a picture of that. Right. Rewards. Promotion. There we go. Going to get a picture of one of them being promoted. Just cause. Actually, I'll get a picture of the renown from this. 14. That's quite a lot of renown, methinks. Yeah, that was good. I should have got a picture at the beginning to show what it was like. Oh, there's my alarm. It's time to start making my din-dins. I'll do shortly. Ludin! Hakon! You can hear Ludin's hard-booted trot and brace yourself. Can we speak as equals? We can try. It seems clear to me you plan to kill a lot of dredge along the way, am I right? In fact, I plan to go out of... You're not wrong. Then listen carefully. Don't assume only the Varl can fight. Do you understand me? I insist on joining in battle. You were in the last battle! Almost gutted in your first encounter and ready for more. Whatever you like, Prince. And, I expected more resistance. From Wagner, maybe. They tell me you were his Kender. That's why you're in charge now. Some sort of next of kin Val thing? Don't you take on his responsibilities? In my own way. Then stop acting like I'm a thorn in your side. When you're nearly 200 years, it's hard to take a 20-year-old man. Is that right? Seriously. You better start. We'll both be kings someday. That's the last thing I need to think about right now. Ludin looks at you as though you just punched yourself in the face. He departs before saying whatever was so clearly resting on the tip of his tongue. Oh, this game. This is awesome. It really is. This is an awesome game. This is fantastic. I'm loving it. It's so very Viking. Oh, did somebody... a few of them were promoted, weren't they? Right. It's, oh. That's the witch! Finally get to see what she looks like. Ursa, right? She watches you approach with her head tilted back. And, with her held tilted back? And points a thumb toward Ludin's tent. No, here for you. Oh? Can we talk? Ursa shakes her head no, a smile on her lips, eyelid low. Why not? I don't. You don't talk? No. You do though, yes. I don't. The very fact that you are speaking. Val and Fire don't get along. All you get is a shrug. If you're going to use them. She pulls an arrow. There's a flick of the wrist you don't quite catch. Suddenly a bird combusts in the tree behind you and falls to the ground, smouldering. Half the camp has turned to watch. Don't tell me not to. You're Ludin's bodyguard. No, he's mine. Before you have the chance to be confused, she cackles, abrupt and loud, then looks slightly embarrassed. You are his personal guard, though. Her expression changes to, of course. How did you end up with someone like Ludin? Look. She watches you expectantly. Well, this has been fun, Little Red Riding Hood. She crosses her arms, a hand on her chin, and cocks her head to one side. Until next time, Ursa. Hakon, Shepherd, Rex, you stop and look over your shoulder. I am a witch, so be careful. She puts her forefinger to her lips with a soft shh. You depart, not quite sure what to make of that. I miss Alette and Rook pretty much. Ivor's cool too. You have a moment? As you approach Bercy, he lowers the book he was reading. He doesn't strike you as a big reading type. You're Bercy. You're Hakon. We've got that out of the way, haven't we? I had some questions. Say what you want to say. What's a Val doing working for Ludin? What's a Val doing working for another Val? What difference does it make? It looks like you're in charge right now, so do me a favour and don't get Ludin killed. He's important to you? No, but that's one way to put it. Where do you learn to fight? Same way as you, by fighting. Duh, you know what I mean. I robbed well-pocketed, protected merchants for at least one man's lifetime. Is that what you mean? Yeah, not anymore? I've had a lot of jobs. Can I trust you? It's a loaded question, depends what you mean. Whose back will you have if things go wrong? Assume I'm looking out for myself and you'll figure it out. Does Ludin understand that? Ludin doesn't even understand that half his army is here to protect him from the people he talks to. You laugh at the unexpected gouge. Bercy grins, pleased with himself. What do you want to know? I won't keep you any longer. See you on the battlefield, O leader of Val. You could join us. I'm where I want to be. Don't forget what I said about keeping Ludin alive. Got it? As you step away, you can't help but wonder if there was a bit of a threat behind that gravelly request. Okay. Some of my dudes are dudinated. Let's level him up. Yeah, increase his willpower because he has bugger all. Gunnulf isn't ready yet. Eirik is actually becoming pretty damn hardcore though, isn't he? Okay, I'm going to increase his defense. Ludin can take higher thingy bob damage. Oh, she's now available. Range 1 siege archer. Right. Keeping Gunnulf, keeping Hakon. You know what? I should get rid of Eirik in favour of Bercy. Not Eirik, Ludin in favour of Bercy. Ursa could be useful. She appears to be ranged. I like ranged characters. And she also can do that flame thing, so I'm guessing that's her special ability. Right, who did we have? Gunnulf is down for 2 days, and Hakon is down for 2 days. So, come on. Rest. And then we leave so that everybody's ready to go. Where are we even going to? Somewhere. You overhear a conversation while marching alongside the warriors. I'm happy to stomp some slags as much as the next Val, but I didn't join up to take orders from Hakon, says one. Apparently he doesn't realise you're within earshot. I'm not willing to die for him either. Make your presence known, but walk on. Yes. Not sure Wagner would have been happy to hear that, you growl loudly. Val flinches as you walk past without looking his direction. In the distance, you can hear his friend laughing at his misfortune. Oh. Ow. It's like coming home, this. Seriously, it's like... Where has this game been all my life? A small gathering of tents come into view, a group of merchants from the look of it. You ask what they're doing here. We were camped out with the Godstone ahead, one tells you, leaving an offering to Dengler. As one does. His expression turns. Dredge start appearing out of nowhere. Some of us stayed, thought the Godstone would be safe, but damned if I know why. We've been dodging them since we left. Ask if they have anything to trade. Not much, he replies. Anything of value left at the Godstone. I've never seen this many value in one place before. You're off to deal with those Dredge? You nod. We could part with some supplies if you need them. We'll take them. How much? I'll give them freely. Clearing the road is more than we could ask. I have one request though. My wife's brother stayed at the Godstone. You'll know him by a necklace with many gold rings. If you see him, say we're safely in Strand. Agree? The merchants continue onward. Fair enough. What are you doing, Mug? I should have told him to keep his din-dins, actually. The caravan slows unexpectedly. Word travelled down the line and then to Moga, who tells you Dredge know we're coming. Probably saw us back at Vendrafell. And did their usual lurking. Would have been bad if we plodded into them, but we saw them first. Dredge watch you, waiting to see what you do. When's the last time you commanded a few hundred Hakon? Asked Moga. Don't overthink it. The warriors can take care of themselves. War. When you come across more enemies than your party can handle, you'll engage in war. Give your army orders to fit the situation, but be prepared to get your own hands dirty too. You can make a battle easier for yourself, but it will lead to higher casualties, or you can take burden on yourself with a harder battle, but save more lives. If you're ever completely outnumbered, it may be best to run. Dredge line the battlefield, weapons drawn, a fight seems inevitable. You have a quick head count. There must be at least 441 of them. You have 85 fighters and 466 Val at your side. Even from here you can see nervous glances amongst the enemy's ranks. This is a good chance to press your advantage. Charge. Sod it, charge, yeah. You consider taking your trusted allies and leading the charge, battering down the enemy. It will throw you into the thick of battle where fighting is most dangerous, but a strong charge can save lives. Rethink your options. Okay, formations. You start comparing weaknesses to strengths, taking into account terrain around all your enemy. If you're careful, you should be able to keep your forces balanced. Rethink your strategy. Hold them off. You consider making a wall. Progress your orders until the process of the attack, but it may save more lives in the long run. Across the battlefield, you wonder if a tactical approach would be best. If you keep your weapon sheathed, you'll be able to take in the fight from afar and give orders with a clear head. You can never tell exactly how it's going to turn out, though. I say we hold firm. Take it from there. Get those shields up. The forces are already wading into the fray as you assemble your allies and stay close to the caravan, ready to defend it. Enemies are starting to slip past the line and approach, so that means we're going into... Yep. Right, let's see what Ursa can do then. How many have made it through this time? Let's see. Come on. Come on. Any day now. Right. 3? It's going to be a piece of piss. Move her up front. Stay there. Move him there. Yeah. Move him up there for a minute. You go there. You go there. You go there. Right, that was better. Let's get a picture of that as well, because I don't have one of the setting up thing yet, do I? Battle! Your minions are falling in battle! Sundering impact. Attack! In the face! Nah, not fit. Not fit? Naff it. Big fella. You move forwards. Big man. Big beast. Oh, that's convenient. Right. Gunulf. Get up there. Give him a good whack. Don't need to do a Tempest at the moment. Oh, you can kill it in one go. He has no exertion. Ranking. I'm going to do that so that she can get a kill. Ow. Going down there. Oh, another dude with Tempest. Turn. Yep. Thump. Right. Nah, sod it. Eirik, sorry. Igil's the dead guy, isn't he? Derp. Get in there and give him a good whack. Nice. Ow! Right, what's her attack range? Slag and burn. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I should be fine if I move to there. But just to be sure, I'll move one further. I'm going to use slag and burn on explodes in 5 tile area, leaving 2 coals. Target takes break 0. Oh, right, I see. Yeah, let's. Oh, it does do a whole bunch of damage. Fair enough then. Ow! That looked painful. Right, Sundering Impact. Yeah, let's get rid of some of that guy's yeah. Right. We'll give him a good hiding. Whack! Probably didn't need that, but did it anyway. It's because, you know, reasons and stuff. Oh, I see. At the stuffs. Right, next time he levels up, I'm going to give him some of that exertion thing. Ow. Thump. Ecky thump. Pardon me. Okay, over there. Give him a good whack. He's going down. Thump. Boom! Move him there for now. Yeah, we're alright. I'll focus on. That actually makes my life easier. 11? Dude. Kill that chap. Whack. Pillage time. Yeah, I think he's gonna die. Just a little bit. I think he's gonna die. Just a tiny little bit. I'm gonna take his armor down, so I want her to get the kill because, you know, she needs to level up more than any of the rest of them. No, not Tempest. Just a regular attack. Dude. Move him up. Is he going to be able to reach? Is he going to be able to get in range? Yes, he will. And then he can also do some heavy armor damage, and then she can get the kill with 10. And just because I have to spare, go for it. Dead! Take a moment to survey the battlefield. The enemy is being pushed back all the way down the line. You could take this opportunity to pull back, but chasing down a few more would leave a clear message and improve morale. You consider your options. Kill a few more as they flee. Yeah. Power +2. Oh! Oh, I get it! We're still in pillage mode though, aren't we? Yeah. Is there any point really to moving him over there? Don't know. Give it a good hiding. He's not going to make it in time, but I'll move him that way anyway. If I get the opportunity, I might even kill a few more. If it gives me the option again, you know. Go for it. Yeah, he still has enough. And then she'll be able to quite easily move in and murder it in the face. You move over there, honey. Ah, balls! Sag and burn. Sod it. Sorry, dude. You can take the hit. Right. Rest. Who's up? Rest. Move him over there. Yep. Might as well take out some more of his armour, just cause. And then move her to there, because this is a great opportunity to get some more experience, obviously. Oh. Oh, right. See, she's not getting the whole thing. Is it only after they've taken out all their armour then? Found item, singing stone. Nice. Minus 10 fighters, minus 60 Val. Kills, win bonus, peasants lost 0. Good. Injuries 1. I consider that a decent. That was a pretty good turnout overall, methinks. Right. This strikes me as a good place to call an end to it. Done battle, done lots of talking, done war. Moga comes to you sporting a dour expression. There are more warriors than usual claiming illness lately. I don't think they're faking it. I've seen them vomiting or stumbling around. Humans seem to be suffering from something too. Some kind of disease? I can't prove anything, but I think some of the rations may have been poisoned. Before you can respond, he continues. Don't spread paranoia. It may be nothing. I found nothing wrong with the food, and most of us aren't ill. What do you think? Might not be the food. See if you can find some other connection. A couple hours later, Moga comes to you again. I don't see any pattern to it. Some of the sick have faced dread, while others haven't. Some admit to feeling tired, while others are well rested. Aside from the pains, I don't know. You both agree to keep an eye out for anything unusual. Okay. But yes, it strikes me as a good place to call a break. I think I've done enough for now. Done some combat, done some talky stuff, done some leveling up, done some war. Take 2 days rest. She is damn good. Increase her defense because she is quite weak, but she's mostly going to stay at the edges, so that's fine. Oh yes, right. Give her one of those. What do they do? Singing stone, +2 willpower from kills. Not really all that much use, but sod it, she can equip it. What was his ability again? Sundering impact. What's his? Bring the pain. Give him some, like I said, increase his exertion at the next rank. Yeah. Okay. Now how do I save the game? Good question. Options. I think I just load. Oh, I see, it has auto saves at various places. Right, resume. Quit game. Are you sure you want to quit? Yes. Didn't seem to give me an option to save or anything like that. It didn't give me a warning. I noticed that it's them at the Thingy Bob. Heraldry. Load game. Seriously? Only starts me from there. Resume. Please tell me that resumes from exactly where I left off. No. Arses. Oh well, never mind. It's a damn good game anyway, and I can do better with it next time. So, yeah, until next time, all that remains for me to say is thank you for watching.